Beloved soul, listen closely. You are not chasing money. Money is finding you. You are not begging for abundance. Abundance is recognizing you. You are not separate from wealth. You are the essence through which wealth expresses itself. Every breath you take, every heartbeat that sustains you, is already proof that divine substance flows to you without resistance. That same current that gives you air, gives you prosperity. Money is not against you. Money is not judging you. Money is not hiding from you. Money loves you. Say that silently and let it vibrate in your heart. Money loves me. Feel the truth behind it. Not as a wish, but as a revelation. For centuries, humanity has been taught to fear money, to chase it with anxiety, or to reject it with guilt. But the law of divine supply says what you fear flees, what you love returns. So when you say, money loves me, you are not making an affirmation of greed. You are making an affirmation of harmony. You are healing the wound between spirit and substance. You are remembering that God does not withhold wealth. The mind does. Every thought of lack is a shadow. Every thought of gratitude is light. You are called to walk in the light of prosperity, for prosperity is not something you earn. It is something you align with. The divine substance of the universe responds instantly to love. And when you love money as divine energy, it begins to recognize your voice. Money is alive, conscious, responsive. It listens to the tone of your emotions. It follows the melody of your beliefs. When you say, money loves me, you awaken it. You tell it, I am no longer afraid of you. I no longer worship you. I no longer worship you. I honor you. And money, relieved to be loved again, begins to return home to you. You are not here to serve money. You are here to let money serve the good within you. Every dollar that passes through your hands carries vibration. If your vibration is gratitude, it multiplies. If your vibration is fear, it dissolves. So bless it. Bless every bill, every coin, every digital number that represents it. Whisper to it, you are holy energy. You are love in circulation. You are divine supply in motion. Say with me softly, I am a magnet for divine prosperity. Money loves me. Opportunities recognize me. I am guided by infinite intelligence. Let these words melt into your consciousness. In the divine order of the universe, money is never scarce. It is infinite. Like air. It flows where it is welcomed. It flows where it is honored. It flows where it is trusted. You were never meant to struggle for it. You were meant to receive it through peace. When you try to chase it, it runs. When you rest in the knowing that you are already provided for, it begins to follow your peace. Money loves peaceful people. Money loves givers. Money loves those who bless it when it comes and bless it when it goes. For it knows it will always return. Beloved, begin to speak to it as your friend. Money, I love you for what you allow me to create. I love you for helping me bless others. I love you for the freedom you bring to my days and the comfort you bring to my family. I release all guilt for desiring you, for desiring comfort, for desiring ease. I am worthy of abundant support. I am worthy of peace. The universe is not testing you. It is responding to you. The moment you release shame around money, divine law begins to correct your experience. The doors that once seemed locked begin to open. Ideas begin to sparkle in your mind. People begin to appear who say, I was just thinking of you. That is money responding to your energy. That is divine love expressing itself as financial ease. Repeat this truth until it becomes part of your breath. Money loves me. I am worthy of wealth. I am safe with wealth. I am guided by divine supply. Money is not the goal. Love is. But love always brings its gifts. And money is one of them. When you learn to see money not as an enemy, but as an instrument of love, you rise into spiritual maturity. You stop asking for pennies and begin receiving rivers. You stop worrying about tomorrow and begin living as though heaven already supports you. Because it does. Remember this: every time you spend, you are circulating divine energy. Every time you receive, you are completing the circle of abundance. It is not about how much, it is about how freely it flows. The miser blocks the stream, the grateful giver multiplies it. So release, bless, and affirm: the more I give, the more I receive. The more I love, the more money loves me. Let these words sink deep. Money loves me. Wealth is drawn to me. Prosperity recognizes me. I am one with the rich substance of the universe. Pause for a breath and feel it. You are in the vibration of abundance now. Not because you forced it, but because you remembered it. Money is not something you chase, dear one. It is something you attract through alignment. When you remember your divine identity, money finds its way to you effortlessly, joyfully, peacefully. And so it is. And it always will be. Everything you desire already exists in vibration. Before it becomes money in your account, it exists as energy in your field. Before it becomes opportunity in your hand, it is a thought in your heart. Nothing comes from outside you. Everything flows through you. That is the divine law of vibration. You are not attracting things by chance, you are tuning into them by frequency. The universe is a grand orchestra, and you are both the musician and the melody. When you vibrate lack, you hear echoes of need. When you vibrate gratitude, you hear the music of abundance. Money is vibration. It feels. It senses the frequency of your emotions. When you say, I am ready to receive, the universe asks, do you feel ready? Because words are not enough. Feeling is the real prayer. Say it now and mean it. I am open. I am ready. I am receptive to divine supply. Let the vibration move through your body like light. Many people ask, why do I affirm and see no change? The answer is vibration. You cannot speak abundance while vibrating fear. You cannot affirm wealth while vibrating worry. The two cannot dance together. You must become what you wish to receive. That is the secret. You must feel wealthy before wealth arrives. You must feel safe before safety manifests. You must feel loved before love appears. Because vibration is creation. Repeat softly. I now vibrate to the frequency of abundance. I now align with the rhythm of divine prosperity. Money loves my vibration because it feels peace when it enters my field. When you are calm, money flows. When you are anxious, it hesitates. Because anxiety speaks the language of doubt, and doubt repels divine order. Peace speaks the language of trust, and trust magnetizes miracles. Look around you. The trees are not struggling to grow. The rivers are not begging to flow. They simply stay in harmony with their divine pattern. You too have a pattern of wealth. A divine design that cannot be erased, only forgotten. And every time you affirm, money loves me, you are remembering your true pattern. Vibration is not something you force, it is something you allow. It is not about repeating words until you are tired. It is about letting those words sink deep enough that they change your emotional tone. When your tone changes, your life rearranges. Say this with a slow heart: I am calm. I am safe. I am wealthy. Money feels peace when it is with me. I am a sanctuary for divine supply. That is the vibration of receiving. The universe does not send wealth through struggle. It sends it through resonance. When you feel rich in gratitude, life finds ways to match it. A door opens, an opportunity calls. A client says yes, a bill gets paid unexpectedly. That is not luck. That is vibration obeying divine law. The law of vibration says, you can only receive what you match. So stop trying to chase and start trying to feel. Stop trying to control and start trying to allow. The act of receiving is sacred. It is not passive. It is spiritual action. The action of surrender. When you say, I am ready to receive, you are telling the universe, I trust you. And the moment trust enters your heart, resistance leaves. Repeat it again. I trust the divine process. I trust the divine timing. I trust that what is mine will never miss me. I trust that money finds joy in my presence. You do not have to force it. You do not have to earn it. You simply have to become a match for it. Your energy introduces you before your words do. When your vibration says, I am abundant, people feel it. Opportunities feel it. The right connections feel it. You do not need to convince the world. The vibration does it for you. That is why you must watch your thoughts, protect your emotions, and guard your peace. Peace is your wealth frequency. Gratitude is your signal to the universe. Love is your magnet. Say it with faith, I love the vibration of money. I love the vibration of ease. I love the vibration of freedom. I love being in harmony with divine supply. There is no competition in divine law. You do not steal someone's blessing by receiving yours. The supply is infinite. When you raise your vibration, you do not take. You tune in. The airwaves of abundance are always broadcasting. You simply decide to tune your heart to the right channel. If you wish to change your finances, do not fight the outside. Change the inner. Feel wealthy when you wake up. Feel grateful when you eat. Feel rich when you breathe. That vibration sends a signal stronger than any action alone. And then, when you act, your actions carry divine energy. Every idea becomes magnetic. Every effort becomes multiplied. Because when vibration and action unite, manifestation becomes inevitable. Say softly, my vibration is my invitation. I invite abundance. I invite wealth. I invite divine surprises. And so the universe responds. It never ignores a calm, trusting heart. It always moves toward the one who vibrates love. Money loves that vibration. Money recognizes it instantly, because money itself is love in form. When you love money without fear, it becomes loyal to you. When you appreciate money without worship, it serves you faithfully. Breathe and whisper again. My money loves me. Together we serve divine good. My vibration is rich. My soul is abundant. My life is overflowing. Stay in that frequency. Let it hum beneath your breath as you go about your day. You are no longer waiting for abundance. You are radiating it. You are no longer asking for proof. You are becoming the proof. You are the evidence of divine prosperity in motion. Money feels your peace. Money feels your gratitude. Money feels your faith. And because it feels loved, it loves you back. And so it is. And so it continues. Forever and ever. Under grace and in perfect harmony. Beloved, before money flows freely, the heart must be healed. Before prosperity arrives, guilt must be dissolved. Before wealth stays, fear must leave. For money does not live in numbers, it lives in belief. And if belief says, I am unworthy, then even a fortune will fade. But if belief says, I am one with divine supply, then even a dollar will multiply. You were not born with lack. You were taught it. You were not born with fear of money. You inherited it from generations that suffered. But now, you are the bridge of healing. You are the turning point of the bloodline. You are the one who says, it ends with me. Say it now, I release all false beliefs about money. I release fear, guilt, shame, and unworthiness. I am healed by divine truth. There was a time when you were told that wanting more was wrong. That wealth was selfish. That comfort was sin. But hear me now, God is not glorified by your struggle. The divine does not celebrate your worry. The universe rejoices when you prosper in peace. Every time you feel guilty for desiring wealth, remember, it is not greed, it is divine expansion. You are not stealing from the poor when you prosper. You are showing them what's possible when faith is stronger than fear. Say softly, I am allowed to be wealthy. I am allowed to be supported. I am allowed to receive. Money is not the root of evil. Fear is. Money is not corruption. It is creation. It becomes what you are. If your heart is pure, your wealth will bless. If your mind is kind, your riches will heal. So heal the mind that says, I can't afford this. Heal the voice that whispers, it's too hard. Heal the memory that says, people like me never make it. Every time you say those words, you create walls. But every time you affirm truth, you open gates. The universe cannot pass through fear, but it can flow through faith. Repeat softly, I am worthy of abundance. I am safe with wealth. I am healed from all scarcity beliefs. Money feels peace in my hands. I am the divine distributor of good. Do not blame yourself for old beliefs. You were only repeating what you saw. But now that you know better, speak better. For words are the sculptors of reality. Every word is a tool in your hands, carving your new life. Instead of saying, I can't aligned yet. Instead of saying, I never have enough. Say, I am expanding into more. Instead of saying, money is hard to earn. Say, money flows to me easily and joyfully. The mind learns by repetition, and so does the heart. So repeat these sacred words until they replace the old ones completely. Money loves me. I love money. I am a clear, healed, open vessel for divine wealth. I am forgiven. I am free. I am flowing. Every belief of lack is a bruise in the subconscious. But affirmation is light, and light heals. When you speak abundance daily, you are bathing your inner child in the love it never received. You are telling that younger you, it's safe now. We are supported now. The struggle is your eyes, and imagine your inner child holding a golden coin. That coin shines with divine light. It is not money from the world. It is money from the infinite. It represents peace, security, trust, and joy. Now see that child smile and say, money loves me. Let that moment heal the memory of every time you were told, we can't afford it. Let it rewrite every memory of fear and lack. Let it dissolve every guilt of wanting more. Say a lie, I am not my past. I am my divine potential. I am not what they told me about money. I am what divine law says I am. Prosperous, protected, and loved. Money is not something you chase, it is something you allow. The more you forgive yourself, the more you allow. The more you release resentment, the more space you make for blessings to enter. Forgive your past self for the debts. Forgive your parents for their fears. Forgive society for its lies. And whisper, I forgive and I am free. I forgive and I prosper. I forgive and I rise. Forgiveness heals the energy field, and healed energy is magnetic. Nothing repels money faster than guilt, and nothing attracts it faster than peace. So walk in peace. Speak peace. Spend with peace. And when money comes, say, welcome, my friend. When money goes, say, thank you for serving your purpose. This is how you heal your relationship with wealth. Money is not against you. It has been waiting for you to stop fighting it. It is ready to dance with you again. Gently, joyfully, abundantly. Breathe deeply now and repeat, I am healed. I am whole. I am wealthy in thought, word, and feeling. I am the living expression of divine abundance. When you heal your beliefs, you heal your vibration. When you heal your vibration, you heal your finances. When you heal your finances, you heal generations. The energy that once carried fear now carries light. The pattern that once attracted struggle now attracts support. Because you remembered the truth, money was never the enemy. Fear was. Now that you are healed, fear no longer lives here. Only peace, only divine prosperity remain. Say one last time with conviction, money loves me, because I love truth. Money stays with me, because I stay in peace. Money blesses me, because I bless it. I am healed, whole, and one with infinite supply. And so it is. Under grace. In perfect timing, forever and always. Money is not meant to be stored in fear. It is meant to move in faith. It is the river of divine substance, not the pond of possession. When you cling to money with worry, it stagnates. When you release it with trust, it circulates. Circulation is creation. Giving is growing. Blessing is multiplying. The divine law says, whatever you send out returns to you, multiplied and magnified. When you give love, love returns. When you give peace, peace expands. When you give money with joy, it comes back with blessings attached. Say softly, I am a channel of divine circulation. Money flows through me easily and joyfully. Every dollar I spend blesses all it touches and returns to me tenfold. You see, many people hold money with clenched fists, thinking that safety lies in control. But safety does not live in control. It lives in faith. What is held too tightly cannot breathe. What cannot breathe cannot grow. You cannot serve divine law with fear in your hands. Money is alive. It wants to move. It wants to work for good. When you bless money as it leaves your hand, you are telling the universe, I trust the flow. And the universe, hearing your trust, sends the current back stronger. Repeat this gently. Every dollar I spend returns multiplied. Every bill I pay blesses the world and blesses me. I am not losing. I am circulating divine energy. You are not losing money when you give. You are planting it. You are not wasting it when you bless. You are watering it. The soil of gratitude guarantees the harvest. Say it again, I give in joy, and I receive in grace. Even tithing, when done in love, is not an obligation but a vibration. A sacred acknowledgement that all good comes from God and returns to God. When you give your 10% with peace, the remaining 90 becomes blessed beyond measure. The miser feels fear and calls it wisdom. But divine wisdom is generosity without attachment. For every seed kept in the hand dies unused, but every seed planted grows in silence. Money grows in silence too. The quiet act of blessing it as you release it. The whispered, thank you pay. The gentle smile as you give. These unseen moments multiply your prosperity. Say softly, money loves to serve through me. I am not afraid to let it go, because it always finds its way back home to me. The ocean never fears giving a wave to the shore. It knows that what goes out will return. You too are an ocean of divine substance. You cannot run out. You can only run over. So when you give with a smile. When you pay, say, this money blesses all it touches. When you receive, say, thank you, divine source, for trusting me with more. Every act of circulation proves that the universe is alive and responsive. The more you bless what you release, the faster it returns. The more you appreciate what you receive, the more doors open. Repeat with faith, I bless my money as it goes. I bless my income as it comes. I bless every channel through which divine supply flows. I am open, I am giving, I am abundant. You were never meant to hoard, you were meant to harmonize. When you stop fearing lack, the divine law stops testing you with it. Money begins to trust you because you trust it. You stop clinging and start circulating. And circulation is life. Look at the body, the blood must flow or the organs wither. Look at the sky, the wind must move or the air grows heavy. Look at the heart, love must give or it aches. So too with money, it must move to stay alive. The divine order is circulation. What you give with joy cannot be lost. What you release in faith cannot be wasted. What you send in love cannot vanish. It multiplies invisibly and returns when you least expect it. Say now, money moves through me as divine current. I am a river of wealth, I give freely. I receive abundantly. I circulate divine blessings everywhere I go. The more peace you feel in giving, the more ease you feel in receiving. The more love you pour into your transactions, the more harmony fills your life. Soon you begin to see. It was never about spending or saving. It was always about circulating divine love through every form called O beloved, the secret of abundance is not more. It is flow. Let it flow through you without fear. Let it flow from you without worry. And the universe will ensure it flows back to you without limit. Money is a mirror of your belief. If you believe giving weakens you, it will. If you believe giving strengthens you, it will. So choose strength. Choose joy. Choose faith. Say with a calm heart, I am a divine distributor of good. Money flows in. Money flows out, always in perfect rhythm. I live in the infinite flow of divine wealth. Every time you give, you expand the universe. Every time you bless, you open new channels. Every time you release, you rise higher in trust. You are not spending. You are sending love on assignment. Every note, every coin, every transaction carries your vibration. Let it carry peace. Let it carry gratitude. Let it carry divine confidence. Then, and when it returns, it brings companions, unexpected income, new ideas, kind people, open opportunities. All this comes because you chose to circulate instead of control. Say softly, money loves to move through me. I am safe to give. I am safe to receive. I am part of the divine circulation of infinite supply. Now feel that flow. It moves through you like golden light. From the source, through your heart, to the world, and back again. You are not the end of the flow. You are the channel. And as long as the channel stays open, the river never runs dry. Money is flowing. Blessings are flowing. It is all divine, and so it is. And so it continues, endlessly, under grace and in perfect harmony. Beloved soul, the outer world is only a mirror. Whatever you see in your finances is not punishment. It is reflection. Money does not come to prove your worth. It comes to reveal what you believe about it. When the inner world says, I am abundant, the outer world agrees. When the inner world says, I am afraid, the outer world echoes that fear. Everything you experience in your finances is feedback from your faith. And so the spiritual law says, as within so without. The condition of your bank account is not your destiny. It is your vibration written in numbers. Say softly, my outer world mirrors my inner belief. I now choose faith over fear, gratitude over worry, and abundance over lack. Money does not appear by force. It appears by reflection. When you hold an image of plenty in your mind and gratitude in your heart, the universe must copy that pattern. It has no choice. The universe is a faithful mirror. It never disobeys your vibration. If you say, I never have enough, the mirror agrees. If you say, I am always provided for, the mirror agrees again. So speak what you want to see, not what you fear to feel. You do not fix a mirror by wiping the glass. You fix it by changing the image it reflects. You do not fix money by chasing it outside. You fix it by changing the thought within. Say this now. I am wealthy in emotion. I am abundant in word. Therefore, my outer life must reflect inner prosperity. There are no neutral thoughts. Every word you speak about money carries power. When you say, I can't afford, you shut the door. When you say, I'm open to the gates of heaven, money is not listening to your logic, it listens to your language. Your words are commands. Your affirmations are instructions to the universe. So every time you speak, speak as a creator. Say, I am grateful for the abundance I see, and for the abundance I am becoming. The poor in spirit are not those without money. They are those who forgot they are creators. True wealth begins in remembrance. You must remember that you are the image and likeness of infinite supply, not a beggar of it. You are not waiting for blessings. Blessings are waiting for your belief. You are not running toward wealth. Wealth is waiting for you to recognize it already surrounds you. Say with feeling, I see prosperity everywhere I go. I bless the wealth I see in others. I mirror it within myself. I am rich in consciousness. When you bless another's success, you become a match for it. When you envy it, you block it. Blessing is a mirror cleaner. It clears your reflection so that your own good can find you. Money mirrors your emotional home. If peace lives within you, peace lives within your finances. If gratitude fills your heart, opportunities will fill your days. If fear dominates your thinking, lack will visit until you release it. But do not be afraid of these reflections. They are not punishment. They are guidance. They are the universe saying, "Here is where you forgot your truth." Each moment of lack is a loving reminder to return to abundance. Say, "Now I am always provided for." The universe never forgets me. I am the reflection of divine wealth in motion. Your thoughts are magnets. Your emotions are mirrors. Together they shape the image called your life. That is why daily affirmation is sacred practice. It polishes the mirror of the mind. It replaces the dust of doubt with the shine of faith. Each morning you can choose to look into your mirror and declare, "Today I see wealth everywhere. Today I radiate abundance. Today I magnetize opportunities. Today I receive divine surprises." Soon, the mirror begins to respond. The right people appear, and the perfect timing unfolds. And you realize it was never luck. It was reflection. When you worry, your reflection darkens. When you trust, it brightens. When you love, it glows. Money follows light. Always say softly, "I am light. I am love. I am peace. I am prosperity." Money recognizes my light and mirrors it back to me as abundance. The truth is simple. You do not earn prosperity. You remember it. You do not chase money. You become its mirror. You do not fight for supply. You align with divine reflection. Each time you choose faith, you polish the mirror. Each time you bless instead of complain, you brighten the reflection. Each time you give thanks for what you have, you magnify what's coming. Let gratitude be your daily glass cleaner. Let love be your reflection. Let divine truth be your frame. And then watch your outer life transform quietly, beautifully, naturally. Not because you forced it, but because you reflected it. Say again, "My inner world is rich. My thoughts are abundant. My words are prosperous. My life reflects divine opulence. Money mirrors my peace." And when doubt tries to whisper, look into your inner mirror and say, "I see light. I see abundance. I see enough. I am enough." The mirror of wealth is never broken. It only waits for you to see clearly again. And the moment you do, divine order restores everything that was lost. So stand tall, breathe deeply, and affirms, "I am the reflection of divine abundance." Money flows toward my peace. Prosperity mirrors my gratitude. My reality now matches my faith. And so it is. And so it continues in perfect reflection, under grace and in divine light. There is a holy sound that calls money home, and that sound is silence. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of certainty. It is the silence that whispers, "It is already done." In that stillness, everything rearranges. In that peace, every delay dissolves. For when the heart is quiet, divine order speaks. Beloved, manifestation does not happen through noise. It happens through knowing. You do not need to shout your affirmations. You need to feel them. You do not need to chase opportunities. You need to allow them. Because the universe hears energy, not volume. And the most powerful energy in creation is peace. Say softly, "I am still. I am calm. I am safe." Money finds me in peace. Prosperity is drawn to my silence. The world will tell you to hustle. The world will tell you to run faster, work longer, shout louder. But the spirit whispers, "Be still and know." For manifestation is not about motion. It is about alignment. When you rest in faith, you attract through vibration. When you force in fear, you repel through tension. Peace is not laziness. Peace is the highest frequency of creation. Every great manifestation is conceived in stillness. The seed grows underground before it breaks through the soil. The butterfly forms in silence before it spreads its wings. And so it is with your wealth. It is forming now in unseen places, waiting for your calm acceptance to bring it forth. Say quietly, I trust divine timing. I do not chase, I attract. I do not beg, I receive. I do not worry, I know. Silence is the sacred womb of manifestation. It is where ideas are born, where guidance arrives, where miracles organize themselves in divine order. When you stop doubting, the universe stops delaying. Every anxious thought sends confusion into your field. Every peaceful breath restores divine rhythm. So breathe deeply now and let the silence do the work. Money does not respond to panic, it responds to peace. It does not move toward noise, it moves toward calm. Because calm energy says, I already have it. And that is the vibration that creates. Say with gentle authority, I already have enough. I already am enough. I am grateful for my wealth now. Money loves my calm. Prosperity flows through my peace. When you sit in silence, you begin to hear divine ideas. They are the quiet nudges that say, call this person, or try this path, or sometimes, do nothing yet. The guidance of spirit is never frantic. It is always peaceful. And the golden silence is where that guidance becomes audible. The noise of the world says, work harder. The voice of spirit says, trust deeper. The noise says, there's not enough. The voice says, I will supply all your needs. The voice says, you're behind. The voice says, you are right on time. Repeat with faith, I am right on time. I am in divine flow. I am guided in every step. I manifest through peace, not pressure. When you dwell in the golden silence, money begins to come in unexpected ways. Checks arrive without asking. Opportunities appear without chasing. People say, I thought of you for this. This is divine order moving quietly in your favor. It happens not because you shouted, not because you thrusted, not because you forced, but because you aligned. Beloved, silence is magnetic. It tells the universe, I believe. It tells money, you are safe with me. It tells God, your timing is perfect. In this stillness, you are one with divine intelligence. You are no longer seeking answers. You are the answer. You are no longer asking for signs. You are the sign. Say with love, I am the embodiment of divine abundance. I manifest with ease. I manifest through peace. My silence is my superpower. Let go of urgency. Urgency is fear disguised as motivation. The universe does not respond to fear, it waits for faith. And faith is always calm. The moment you stop doubting, your manifestation begins. The moment you stop worrying, money starts moving. The moment you rest, the universe works. The golden silence is knowledge of God. It is full of infinite supply, infinite wisdom, infinite love. And from that silence, miracles emerge naturally. Gracefully, say gently, I live in peace. I walk in trust. I rest in abundance. I know that all is well, and all will continue to be well. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are held by divine timing. You are guided by divine intelligence. And your wealth is unfolding even now, under grace and in perfect harmony. Let your silence become your prayer. Let your peace become your magnet. Let your stillness become your strategy. And when the world asks, how did you do it? You will smile and say, I did not chase. I aligned. I was still. And it came. I say once more, I am still and know. I am peace, and peace attracts abundance. Money loves my calm energy. Divine order is working for me now. And so it is. And so it will always be, in the golden silence of manifestation. Beloved, everything you have learned returns to this single truth. Love is prosperity. For when you live as love, you cannot live in lack. Love is the currency of heaven, and money is its messenger on earth. When you think, speak, and act in love, you are already rich, rich in vibration, rich in peace, rich in divine connection. Say softly, I live as love. I live as prosperity. Money follows love, and love flows through me endlessly. There is no separation between spiritual life and financial life. They are one river, not two. When you love what you do, you multiply the divine substance around you. When you love who you are, you open the gates of supply. When you love others freely, you create channels through which miracles travel back to you. Love never asks, will I have enough? Love says, I am enough. Love never fears giving. Love knows that what it gives returns multiplied. Say gently, I am enough. I have enough. I give enough. I receive enough. I am divine abundance embodied. The true millionaire is the one whose heart is filled with peace. The true wealthy one is the soul who blesses even the smallest coin. You are that soul now. You are no longer waiting for proof of prosperity. You are living it by thought, by tone, by tenderness. When you bless the morning sun, wealth hears you. When you smile at a stranger, opportunity smiles back. When you give without fear, you become the hands of God distributing good. Say again, I am the hands of divine abundance. I am the voice of prosperity. I am the heart of generosity. I am love in motion. There was a time when you believed money would complete you. Now you see, you were never incomplete. Money is not the master, it is the mirror. When love expands inside you, wealth simply reflects it. You are no longer chasing, you are creating. You are no longer striving, you are allowing. You are no longer wishing, you are witnessing divine law in action. Every breath you take is a transaction of abundance. Inhale faith, exhale gratitude. Every heartbeat is a receipt of supply. The universe confirming, you are supported. To say quietly, with every breath I receive, with every breath I give, abundance circulates through me as life itself. You have learned the rhythm, receive, key bless. Key release, return. This is the eternal circulation of love. Money is only one instrument playing in that grand symphony. Peace is the melody. Gratitude is the harmony. Love is the conductor. And when you live this way, nothing can truly be taken from you. For what leaves your hand cannot leave your vibration. It will return through new forms, new channels, new grace. Say once more, I bless all that goes. I welcome all that comes. I live in divine circulation. I live in divine love. The future no longer frightens you, because you have entered timelessness. You know that divine supply never sleeps, never pauses, never fails. Even now, unseen opportunities are aligning. Unseen helpers are preparing, unseen is finding its path toward you. Be still and smile. You have become the magnet. Not because of struggle, but because of surrender. Not because of greed, but because of grace. Say softly, I surrender to divine order. I live under grace. I walk in overflowing good. Everything I touch is blessed, multiplied, and made holy. This is the way of spiritual prosperity. Not grasping, but glowing, not hoarding, but harmonizing, not fearing, but flowering. Love is the seed, faith is the soil, gratitude is the rain, and peace is the harvest. You have planted well. You have watered daily with words of power. Now watch your garden grow without limit. Say gently, I reap miracles daily. I live in infinite supply. Money loves me. I love all that is, and in that love, lack dissolves forever. Fear melts, shame disappears. Effort turns into ease. You stand as the living testimony that divine abundance is real. Not someday, not somehow, but here, now, always. Close your eyes and breathe this final truth into your heart. I am one with the rich substance of the universe. Money loves me, and I love the circulation of good. I live as love. I live as prosperity. I live as divine light in form. Let that vibration expand outward, touching your home, your family, your work, your dreams. Everything responds to this new frequency. Everything aligns with this new identity. You have remembered who you are, divine being, endlessly supplied, eternally loved, forever abundant, and so it is, and so it continues, under grace in perfect harmony without end, forever flowing, forever giving, forever receiving.